Well, this is Baruch now at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. Let me find my pencil over here. Now, following up on yesterday's shir, so we get some background of the Ben Ish Chai and some of the ideas that the Ben Ish Chai wants to teach us, because in the introduction to his halachos, he also shows us the picture, the background from which the halachos, that is out of Kabbalah, from which the halachos are derived, or how they pair up with the secrets. He goes by every parsha. So now we're going to start learning Parshas Matos, a very short little vort here. And we'll try to break it up over the week so we can hear a little bit here, a little bit there. Benakriv as Karban Hashem, Ish Asher Matzo Kli Zachov, Atzada, V'tzamid, and he goes on through a list of 5 different kinds of jewels that a person could have. Let me see if I can find that place here. He says in English, here it is, an offering for Hashem, what any man should bring of gold vessels, anklet and bracelet, ring, earring, and clasp. Those are 5 different things mentioned. Now you could say, well, maybe you could think of a couple of other ones, but there's a reason for this, and here comes the Ben Ish Chai. So he says that's the quote in English of these things that anyone who has this in gold should bring. So he said, Nirali, B'siyat Shemai, with heaven's help, Hatam Shehivia Truma Hashem. So this is an offering that they gave. Mechamisha Mini Takshitim Shel Zochav. So he took 5 different kinds of gold ornaments. Because the idea here is, the intention is to rebuild or to form up properly and sweeten the 5 gevuros. Now, in order to understand this, you have to know what the 5 gevuros are. The 5 gevuros, the name of the 5 gevuros are Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. Now, that's 1/2 of the shefa that comes out of the Yesod, that is of Ima, going into the Das of Zera Anpin. Just follow that along. It's Ima hands the ball off, so to speak, to Zera Anpin. And inside of Zera Anpin, there's a Das. The Das is in the middle line. That's the middle line of Zera Anpin. And it's composed of 2 parts. And as the Gaon says, the middle line always splits into 2, a right side and a left side. Everywhere you see it in Kabbalah, that's what you see. So he said, Memita Chamisha Gevuros, and the sweetening of 5 gevuros. So these 5 gevuros, one is, there are 5 chesadim, also by the name of Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, and Hod. So the 2 of them had the same names, but one is the side of giving, and the other one is the side of contraction. So let's see what he says. Umituk hamishu gevurah. So the contraction part is very important to creation, but the main thing about it is that it has to be sweetened, because by itself, gevurah by itself is punishing and destructive. So therefore it has to be sweetened. Then it produces, like say, for example, producing of a child. It's really tremendous gevurah. When the child comes out, you have something fantastic, but in order to get to that place, it has to be sweetened along the line. So he says, Asher binyan malchus. But so therefore we understand like this. The concept of the malchus of Itzilus, the ultimate malchus, that concept is built by these 5 gevuros. If they're sweetened, then you could have a malchus, which is to be able to produce the baby. If they're not sweetened, then you could have something much more punishing. Shehi sod he achron. Now Malchus is also the secret of the 4th he. So we have a Yud K, Vav K, that final he. Shemispar Chamisha. So he also is a gematria 5. So now we have the 5s going together. Hu al yedei chamisha gevuros. That is, Malchus is built by 5 gevuros. Then he says this little fact that you should know. V'yadua ki hazahav romas the gevurah. So we also have this contrast between silver and gold. So each one of them has a different gematria and has a different business that's going around it. So in the silver refers to chesadim, chesed, and there's a certain gematria of ekia that we could get to it another time. And the other one, the zahav, on the other hand, which is what, the number 14. Not sure what it's a remiss to, but 14 is 2 times 7, which is 7 is the number for Malchus. At any rate, Zahav refers to Gevuros. Omitam zeh kosvu hamakubalim, the Malchus nikras ko. Now, what does that mean? He said, because, let me read it again. he says, Shemisparo Chamisha. So the final Hey, that is the Yud Kei Vav Kei refers to Malchus, is also the number, is a number. It's 5. Vayidei Chamisha Gevuros, and by taking these 5 Gevuros that we're talking about, V'yudur Ki Azor of Rome is the Gevurah, so you're taking 5 ornaments of gold, and we understand that this is Gevurah. So you're taking them, and Matam Zeh Kosva Mekubalim, and Malchus Nikras Ko. So since you're taking 5 Gevuros, and you're putting it into the 5, which is Malchus. Because Malchus is built by 5 Gevuros. This way it says, Ko actually means 25. It's Kof is 20, Hey is 5. That's 25. So how do we get to 25 anyway? He said, because Malchus is built by 5 Gevuros. Each of the 5 Gevuros has 5 Gevuros within it. And this is the building block of Malchus, which he says is Ko, or 25. So according to what they wrote, to make an atonement, that's why we're bringing in this parsha, Parshas Matos, we're bringing this, to make an atonement for the Jewish people, before Hashem, which is also this last letter, Hey. Nefesh he miso the Malchus. So we have also the concept of a quality of Malchus, which is the bottom quality, which is also called Nefesh. So the quality of Zeranpin, which is the letter Vav in the Yud Kei Vav Kei, that is called Ruach. And the second Hey on the top, that is the Yud Kei, the first K, I guess you call it the first K, is going to refer to Bina, and that's going to refer to a quality of it, which is called Neshama. So these are some ideas we have over here. Himisod Malchus, Kanoida, that is the Nefesh, is really the secret of Malchus. This is Baruch Fleischman, a little bit of the Ben Ish Chai.